Welcome back to the Ratchet Clank 2 Going Commando 100% walkthrough. This is part 31, and in this part, we are going to the Tundor Wastes on Planet Grelbin. Here we are on Planet Grelbin, and as you can see, it's quite cold. This is one of the most famous planets in the whole game. Just a lot of people know about it, a lot of people hate it, and some people love it, as me. But yeah, it's very infamous for one very important thing, and we are going to find out about that right now from this crazy lunatic guy right over here.
Oh man, it won't budge.
Violence is not the answer.
Can you move this rock, sir?
I am able.
And?
Patience, young one. For the rock to move, the forces of the universe must align.
So, can we make these forces align a little faster?
Ah, yes. The holistic resonance of Moonstones may yet guide these wayward forces.
So, we need to get inside of there, but that huge rock is in the way, and we need to bring that guy 9 Moonstones for him to move the rock. And yeah, we're going Moonstone hunting, just like we did on Planet Deborah. Well, we went for the desert crystals, or the crystals, just the crystals. We're going to do the same thing. We are going to get 9 Moonstones for him to move the rock, but there are in total over 100, or is it 99? I think it's, no, I can't remember the exact amount of crystals or moonstones that is in this area, but there are at least over 100 of them, and yeah, we need to get them all, just like we did on Planet Deborah. We need to get all of them, because there is a skill point involving getting all of the moonstones, and that skill point is called Be a Moonchild. Yeah, Be a Moonchild. And you get that skill point when you collect every single moonstone on the planet, and we just upgraded the bouncer to the heavy bouncer. That is really cool. But yeah, that is the only skill point on Planet Grelbin, Be a Moonchild. But there's also 3 platinum bolts on this planet. One of them is actually in this crystal place, this area with the crystals. There's one in here. So yeah, we're going to get all of them. We're not going to get them in this video because we are going to return to this planet a little bit later. But in this video, we're going to get the skill point and also one of the platinum bolts. So if you're having problems getting the skill point and getting all of the moonstones, you can't find all of the moonstones, make sure that you watch this video, because I'm now showing you how to get every single one. But now we are going to move the rock.
Oh, yes. Your arrival with the Moonstones is most fortuitous, for it is in this very moment that I am able to move the rock.
Gee, what a coincidence.
Thank you, sir. That was most helpful.
Your gratitude is comforting, child. I have also found a piece of something called a Hypnomatic. You may have it in exchange for more Moonstones.
Wait, I thought you had no need for material possessions.
Please, do not lay your burdens upon me now. I am weary from lifting the rock, and I must rest.
So we need to give him 16 moonstones to get the second Hypnomatic part. As you know, we got the first Hypnomatic part and he has the second one, so we need to give him moonstones. But first we're going into this mine shaft. We're using the glider, and as you can see right there, we are going inside the mouth of a huge creature. You just saw Ratchet use his glider to get inside of the mouth of this huge creature, but the skeleton of the creature, obviously, it's dead. So yeah, we are now inside the mine shaft. Be very careful here with the glider. You don't want to crash and fall into the lava and die, you won't like that at all. So here we are at the end of that glider thing. You will find out why we are here at the end. It's just to basically open up a bigger part of the planet so we can go looking for more Moonstones. That is basically what it is. So you need to use your infiltrator to open up this door. Hopefully I get this first try, because I don't really like using this infiltrator too much. It annoys the heck out of me, because I hate doing it the wrong way. So there are a few enemies inside here. Make sure that you get out your mini rocket tube. We are actually very close to upgrading the mini rocket tube. We have upgraded the bouncer to the heavy bouncer, and now we just need to focus on upgrading the mini rocket tube. It will be very great when we have upgraded that as well. That will be very, very great indeed. Make sure that you get every single bolt, because we are a bit tight on the whole bolt thing. We'll need to get more bolts, because there are a lot of weapons and armors that we need to buy. But we're going to buy most of that in challenge mode, I believe. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to recording the challenge mode. Not really, but we have to do it. We just have to do it. And I'm actually soon going to record it. Inside here is where we get the second platinum bolt, but we can't get inside there yet. We need the Hypnomatic, and we don't even have all of the Hypnomatic parts. So we are going to come back to this planet in 2 parts, and then we will get that skill point. But we won't get it right now in this video. We will only get the platinum bolt that is outside among the crystals, the Moonstones, I mean. That is the only platinum bolt we're getting in this video, as well as the skill point via Moonshot. As you can see, when we have upgraded the bouncer to the heavy bouncer, it's much bigger, and it does more damage, of course. It is a really great weapon. It's one of the best weapons in the whole game. So here we can buy armor. The last armor, the Carbonix armor, is now available. That is a really cool armor. It actually has a helmet as well. But we don't even have the Electro Steel armor, and we need to buy that first. So we need to get some more bolts before we can buy that. But we will sometime. So we have now opened up a bigger part, so we can go and look for the remaining Moonstones, and that is exactly what we are going to be doing now. We are going to get all the rest of the Moonstones. And you probably see these huge creatures right here. There are a lot of them out here, and also the enemies that are chasing us right now are the Yetis. They are basically the most hated enemy among Ratchet Clank fans in this game, at least. They are really annoying because they run after you and they take away a lot of health from you, and they are actually a bit hard to kill. So they are really annoying. I don't like them at all. Like they're cool enemies, and they're cool enemies, and I think they're very fascinating. I think I like them for that reason, just because I think they're interesting and cool, but they are very, very annoying. So that is why I don't like the Yetis, and they will follow you around all the time when you are trying to get all of the Moonstones. It is very annoying. It truly is. So sometimes it might be a bit hard to get these huge creatures right here to get out of these waters things they are in. Like sometimes these creatures have a lot of problems getting out, if you know what I mean. And I don't know if that's the glitch in my game or what it is, but it's always like that for me. For example, you can see it won't get out now, so what I do, get the crystal and it pops out. It is very strange. But yeah, that is how I do that, or how I get them out. That is how I do it. You know, they will get out sometime. It just that sometime it takes a lot of time for them to come out. And I know it is very annoying. We can't really do anything about it, which is one of the most annoying things ever. So we need to get 92 crystals, Moonstones I mean, and I just died. That is annoying. You will die a lot of times before you get all of the Moonstones. But basically we will get the skill point to be a Moonchild when we have collected up to 92 Moonstones. We have now 35 and we need to get 92 before we get the skill point, be a Moonchild. So yeah, and we are actually very close to the end of the game as well. We are really close to the end of the game. We will actually soon go to the last planet in the entire game. And then after that, we will do challenge mode and some other things, which is the Insomniac Museum. I will show you the Insomniac Museum. I will. But I will do that after challenge mode is complete. I will show you the Insomniac Museum after that. I'm not really looking forward to recording the challenge mode, but you know, I have to do it. And then I will be done with the game, with the walkthrough. And I'm actually quite happy with how this walkthrough turned out. It's not as good as the walkthrough for the first Ratchet and Clank game. That is like my favorite walkthrough that I've ever done on the channel. That Fly 2 and some other are my favorite. There you saw that I just got the platinum boat, so remember that area? I didn't show you where it was on the map though, which was quite annoying, but you know, you will find it eventually. But yeah, the first Ratchet and Clank game, the walkthrough of the first Ratchet and Clank game and the walkthrough of Sly 2 Band of Thieves are actually two of my favorite walkthroughs that I've ever done. I just really enjoyed doing those, just because those two are some of my most favorite games of all time. The first Ratchet and Clank game is my favorite game of all time, and I love the Sly games. I just really love them. Sly 2 is definitely in my top 3. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I find it hard to figure out things to talk about when I'm getting Moonstones and getting crystals and stuff like that. I find it a bit hard because you know, there's not really much to talk about because you just do repetitive stuff like this. Not that again, you just do repetitive stuff with getting crystals and Moonstones, and you don't really do anything exciting really. So it's hard for me to find things to talk about. But yeah, you can probably see that this video is sped up. I mentioned that quite late. But yeah, it's been sped up. The whole collecting the Moonstones is sped up, because if it wasn't sped up, this video would be over an hour long. And I'm not going to sit through an hour-long video doing commentary. No, I'm just not going to do that, sorry. And we just upgraded the mini rocket tube to the mini rocket cannon, or the mega turret cannon, or something like that. I didn't really see the name. I think it's the mega turret cannon, but we upgraded the mini rocket tube. So that is amazing and really nice. That is very, very, very good. So we now just have to buy some new weapons. That is what we have to do now. Buy some new weapons and try and upgrade those before we get too close to the end of the game. That is very important, trying to upgrade your weapons. And we're getting nanotech upgrades all the time. We really are. A lot of Moonstones around here. I'm really finding it hard to find things to talk about. This is actually really hard. But yeah, if some of you guys haven't started watching my The Lord of the Rings The Third Age walkthrough, you can go and watch that on my channel. It is a really great adventure and it's a really good game. So if you like Lord of the Rings and you love a great story in a game, go and watch that because it is really great. I really love that walkthrough. I'm really enjoying doing it. So go and watch that if you want to, at least. I'm really enjoying it, at least. So you can go and watch that if you want to. What else should I talk about? I have no idea. There's nothing to talk about really. But now we have 83 Moonstones. Something that I've noticed with Planet Grelbin is that you can see the mountains in the background. There are a lot of spiky mountains. You can see them right in front of us there. A lot of spiky mountains. It's the same thing on Planet Deborah. On Planet Deborah there are a lot of spiky mountains in the background. So on both of the planets where you collect crystals, there are spiky mountains. Yeah, that is a bit cool. Well, it's not really cool, but I thought I should mention it. Since I don't really have that much else to talk about, I just thought I would. Yeah. So we now have 91 crystals. And what we're doing right now is that we have to find the last crystal. It was actually not that hard to find, but it actually took me quite a while to find it. And that was really annoying. But I do find the Moonstone eventually though, so you don't have to worry too much. You don't have to worry too much. But I have really enjoyed this walkthrough up to now. I think it's been great. I've really enjoyed it. I actually think it's been quite successful as well. I don't know why, but I feel a lot of people have been watching this walkthrough and that is really exciting for me. Because I love it when people comment on my videos. I love it when people comment on my videos. That is like my favorite thing, is when people are commenting on my videos, because I just love to read what other people are saying and what they think about the video or what they think about the game or some other random thing. I like talking to you guys. I just really like that. That is probably one of the best things about doing these videos on YouTube. Talking to you guys and just engage in conversation. That is pretty much one of the best things about doing walkthrough videos as I do. It is really great. But I think we're going to find the last Moonstone very soon. I think so. Let's see. I think I find it soon. Yeah, here we go. It is just over here. Here it is. The last Moonstone collected. And you just got a skill point. And that is the skill point Be a Moonchild. That is how you get the skill point Be a Moonchild on Planet Grelbin. And that is the only skill point on this planet as well. We have now collected every skill point. We've also collected the first platinum bullet. So there are 2 platinum bullets left to collect on Planet Grelbin, and we will do that in a 2 parts time, I believe. But now we will go over to the crazy lunatic, and we will give him all of the Moonstones for bolts.
Hello? We've got more Moonstones.
No, you have not.
What?
Existence is a lie. Sensations are illusions. Possessions are merely visions.
Alright, I've got an illusion of some Moonstones. I'll trade it for a vision of that Hypnomatic part.
You have learned much, young one. Now bring me more Moonstones. and riches shall be your reward.
So we just traded 16 Moonstones for the second Hypnomatic part, and we got bolts for the rest of the Moonstones, so now we have over 300,000 bolts, so that is really great. But join me in the next part when I will go to Algon City on Planet Grelbin. That is going to be a really, really great video. I will see you then.